Testing. Alright, coming through. So, good news, bad news. Stream's finally up. Took me a lot longer than I intended, but laundry was refusing to dry. So, there's some people out there who know what it is. So that's good news. Good news is laundry's done, and I'm able to stream. Bad news is Mixer's freaking out again, so I don't know what record time and viewership is like on the Xbox. That's why I'm gonna have the Mixer page up again. To my right, and I've got time going right here, so it's about 1:28. Excuse me. But let's go ahead and continue onward. And I do this every freaking time, and I'm honestly a little annoyed by it myself. I forget to get the stupid collectible page up before getting this started. So let me just let this ad roll through. If I sound out of breath, I apologize. I don't know why, but I am just very out of breath. I did just get my laundry. Oh, whoa.
The darkness touched you.
Oh, we have to watch
Everyone
this again.
could
Okay.
See it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it, but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon him to find peace with the gods.
Thanks, Gatorade bottle.
The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Okay, so it wasn't the whole thing, just the final bit. Alright, well, we're at the bridge now. Yay! It does say that chat's open. Oh, jeez. Instantly into a fight, that's nice. It does say that I have chat available, but I don't know how accurate that is. So I'll have to go back and forth. Ah, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Good day, good sir.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Nope.
Suffer the past when there is a new road ahead. The only one that makes any sense.
Come on. You ready? Ready. Oh, dang. I was actually not expecting a stab. Oh, listen to that beat. That's right. This time it's a little bit better. Yeah. Alright, I was able to do it. Didn't die. Yeah. spiders. It honestly looked like spiders. It really
Every
did.
gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Ow! Oh no! Ow! What are you? Oh, you don't look friendly!
She's injured.
Okay. You're new. Okay. Ow. Well, that was a death. That was an instant death. Okay, wow. You... Jeez, okay, he is,
She's injured. She can still do it.
Wow, this dude. Nope. I should have been hit right there.
Take him down. Take him down.
Nope, dang it. Come on. Okay. One thing's for ow! One thing's for sure, I can't block. I cannot block this dude.
It's not.
Please be on. Wait, what? Okay, another dude is showing up. Okay. I'm getting trapped in the corner. No.
Watch out. Watch out. He's stronger than you. Defend yourself. Stop. He's down. Finish it.
Nope. Okay, this is getting bad. Okay. Okay, I really needed the space.
Behind you.
Alright, final dude. Come on, kick. That's right. No. Not dead yet. Come on. Not dead yet. Not dead yet.
She's hurt. She won't make it. Pretty capable.
No! It's already another 2 deaths. Oh, I have to do this whole thing again.
They're winning.
Will you freaking dodge?
You're close. She's ready. You are a capable warrior. Remember your training.
Now I'm curious if these actually do count as tests, because if they do, then I am very bad. Very, very bad. It doesn't look like they count as tests. You the arm does not look any even worse.
Find a good position. Let them surround you.
Nope, come on.
Watch out!
Okay. Breathe. Just breathe.
Get up! Get up! It's not over. It's not over. Do it. She'll never finish. It's nearly over. Finish it. He's gone.
What the heck,
Avenge
game?
yourself.
Come on, fucking kick. Finally! Holy cow! Okay, I need a minute to breathe right now. Whew. Now, I don't think that counted towards deaths for some reason. Because the arm is still, it still looks the same and it didn't even do the animation. Excuse me. So I guess I'm good. I guess for now I'm good.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Okay. Oh, would you look at that? That really is that. That's weird. That's a cool little puzzle, I'll admit. That's like, unless you're looking for it, you're not gonna notice it. Which I guess I'm supposing you are looking for, since, you know, the whole gate thing right there. Which I wonder if I should be looking at that now. I mean, I'm following a guide, so right now the guy hasn't done it yet, so... I guess I don't think he did. He just opened the door to do this. Y'all heard that too, right? I mean, hearing voices is not a uncommon thing in this game. Nope. Before I continue through adventure, I should really follow this guide.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Sounds very welcoming. I do not look forward to meeting her. Okay, so this looks like it's right back here. Yep. Suppose I really should actually pay attention to this. Alrighty, so I go to look for that.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
S might be up here. Oh no, the whatever that is supposed to be is up here. Oh, right there. Nice. Now I gotta find S and X. So yeah, I was supposed to end up over here anyway. I want to see what's over here, because this is either the right way to go or I'm going to talk to my mom again.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
Well, it led to Mom. Still gotta find X. So I'm assuming X is probably like on the entrance side of this second floor, I suppose. Over here. Ooh. That was weird looking. Not, I guess. Interesting. Okay, so the X is popping up over here. Oh, wow, I mean, I am stupid, I know that much, but man, sometimes I really impress myself with my stupidity. Oh, the voices are warning me again. Not gonna lie, I think I am getting used to the voices, but it still gives me the shit sometimes. Does not mean though that I'm going to be enjoying ASMR life anytime soon, that's for sure. That stuff still creeps me out. Why?
Who is it?
It's coming. That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry.
What the heck?
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Dang.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You fail the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Jeez.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it. She can't give up. Did he? It's not It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's it. It's a trick. He's already dead. You know he can't be here. It's impossible.
Tilly.
Come to me. Please.
saw that like fire thing and I thought it was Dillian, but wearing like the plaid shirt for a second.
Light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is.
And now I was gonna be super confused.
It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. What's happening? Go towards it.
Okay, so it looks like the black mark got a little bit bigger. I'm curious if I'm still in chapter 4 or 5, because I got an achievement when apparently that was Hela, I met her. I mean, I was not expecting Thor Ragnarok Hela, but I was expecting something to make it clear it was Hela, but I don't know.
There it is.
Or Stone, I suppose.
It's Dylan. He's gone. You are too slow. How could you keep going? How could you keep going? Ignore the pain. I told
But,
you
I mean,
it was to trick you.
I guess I'm in chapter 5.
Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
And voices in my head are really just like aggressive about following what I'm seeing.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Oh, there he is. Dang, if I have to fight Hela, I'm gonna definitely need a better sword, that's for sure.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You
Which
think
I'm curious on
you
how I'm
can
gonna get a
see
new
it in
sword,
your
considering I have not met anybody alive. Maybe a dead forgeman? Blacksmith, I suppose technically would
There
be the
he
term.
was. The lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted.
He's there.
For the first time in years, she felt
See him. Come on, you
a ray of hope.
Dillian goes waiting for you. Keep going. He's there.
Oh boy, there's chanting. Looks like I got myself a lore stone right there.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Wow. What a jerk. It's just me, does that face look, that rock look a little bit like Squidward? Maybe that's just me. There's the next floor.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Dang. I don't know what this has to do with any of the story. I mean, I'm assuming the story is what I'm gonna have to end up getting. I feel like that's what part of that story's about, but I wonder what the overall theme is right there. With the now. Or maybe it's just this location and it's just like, oh hey, this is a story to tell about the sword you're about to get. I think I need to go over here for the next one. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't. That's why I'm following a guide, but you know.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
This is not where I thought the story was going. I don't know anything about this, if this is an actual, like, lore story from back in the day, or if this was made up just for this, but I have no idea what any of this stuff is. History was never really my thing, especially not of, like, folk tales and stuff from Norse or any mythology from back in the day. Not exactly my strong suit.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
I am so curious because, ooh, why is everything getting all nice and bright? Oh, because we're probably continuing the progression over that way. Dang, these boats are huge, like, they belong to giants huge.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
You know, I was kind of afraid that the whole incest thing was going to happen, but I mean, like, at this point, why be afraid of incest when you know it's a time of incest? So, I mean, at the very least, it sounds like the dude didn't even know it was his sister. I mean, gotta give props to that. I suppose.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really think it's real? You want to?
Oh wow. Okay. Ah, that's right.
You're deluded. Where
Whoa.
are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And dance with it. Just like he does.
This game can be very pretty when it wants to be, which again is part of like its appeal. It's like it's meant to be dark and dreary, but when moments like this pop up, it's that sense of like calm, sense of, I don't know, whimsy, especially considering it's coming from a point of view she doesn't even really recognize. Which is nice. It's a nice change of pace because it's like you're used to either very just down and dreary or it's very pretty. Not like a mixture of both. Oh, that was a bit of a pull. But not like a mixture of both that are just like the pretty is unexpected, the dreary is known.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Playen? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Dang. Like, genuinely, this has probably been like the most.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he
This has probably been one of the most like genuinely nicest
alone in these
parts of
mountains.
my playthrough so
Nothing
far.
lives here. You won't survive.
In a really weird, twisted,
Nothing like tree.
very, very much through a
Maybe
certain
it's
point of
silent
view
tree. What's he trying to
way
tell
of
you?
thinking.
He's waiting
But
for
so
you
far,
by
this
the
has
tree.
been like very kind of nice, kind of relaxing in a weird sense. I mean, yeah, the beginning was a little rough, but apparently this entire chapter is just going to be kind of calming and relaxing in terms of no fighting, which Chapter 4 was like very quick and fast. I mean, you know, same difference with that. I mean, get some good backstory. We got a nice little tale about, you know, a sword and weird stuff.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out, so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Dang. There's still one more lore stone, so guess we'll find out what happens with that before we go and grab ourselves Odin's sword or whatever.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Grom. Anybody else get a Wallace and Gromit feeling from that? Bad joke. Yeah, probably bad joke. Can I go up this way, maybe? I mean, I'm looking a little bit ahead, and apparently the next one is in Chapter 6, but it's that. Like, that's supposed to be the next lore stone. But once I start up the next chapter... Dang, that wound just looks so bad, in a good way. Like it looks really well done, but like it just looks like, oh man, I would hate to have that feeling. I mean, I guess I just continue on.
Take a sword. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Well, now I have that grudge feeling in my ear, so that's nice.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
Yeah, I just heard the whole
I
tale.
need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to
Okay,
the
so
shard.
that's actually not
What's
a
the shard? Find
floor
it.
stone, that's just part of the trial.
Metal runestones.
It's in front of you. Find it. The metal. The runes.
You need that sword.
Go to the shard. Find the shards.
Oh, excuse me, sorry, there was like a little buildup of a burp going through. Oh, do I really want to do a trial run right now? I really kind of feel like I need to use the bathroom. I'll go ahead and do the trials throughout chapter 6, and then I think I'll call it a day. So let's go ahead and get this started.
There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes.
I hope this is the right one. Looked like it was the right one.
What can you see? Go to it.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I'm assuming I'm supposed to let go of the focus
I
now.
don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and it forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
You can feel dead.
Yeah, I certainly feel something.
Turn back. Why would he bring her here?
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Alright, I'm gonna have to unmute this because I have no idea where this next part of this location is, so I apologize if it's a little loud. Wow, okay, that's terrifying. Okay, it sounds like it's in this location still, so let's go ahead and try to find it. But, that sounds horrifying, so I'm gonna definitely have to follow along with that one, like, closely. Let me just go ahead and fast forward to this while I run. I'm taking a wild guess that I'm supposed to go this way. Ooh, look at the snow on the mountains. That's pretty. I'm assuming I must go up here. It's taking a wild guess, you know. Okay, can I refreshed the page, sorry. Just to see if things are still going smoothly. Seems to be. Wow, it really does look like a hobbit hole. This is the labyrinth.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it.
And
Help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
it's a good thing that the subtitlers, what would you technically consider that term? What that job? The people that put the subtitles in. the editors, I suppose. Thankfully, they don't do it like YouTubers, and I'm including myself in that, where it's like every single time somebody says something different, or if it's like just talking over, it's just like bam, 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 like just in different different parts of the location of the screen. Go ahead and mute this. I do feel kind of bad because it kind of ruins a bit of the immersion that I'm gonna have to follow this guide to get through the labyrinth. But I mean, oof, that explains why I was freaked out. But I mean, I really want to get these collectibles in the one go.
I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
I mean, hopefully the entire thing isn't, like, spoiled for me and know where to go.
Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Was that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian.
Herva disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
I have a bad feeling about this place right now. Like, not even just a bad feeling because, oh, there's gonna be something, like, part of why this is a trial, outside of the fact that it's a labyrinth. But I feel like one of these lore stones in this particular chapter are just gonna jump scare me or something, or better yet, if it's a legitimate scare.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Don't touch the walls, what?
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
I can hear him.
I don't feel comfortable about standing on that thing.
Within the burial mound, Herva calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Man, Druth is the best. Like, he made it actually sound like it was a dad talking, like, ooh. It's like, see? She does remind me of you.
The voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian. Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen.
It's getting louder.
There he is.
Oh, jeez.
Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Dillian's voice.
It's him. He's going to save you.
Fine. It's not him. It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Alrighty, well, this is starting to get very uncomfortable now. Even the voices have stopped talking. You just hear the scream.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian
What's happening? It's not him, it can't be.
What's that sound? The voice is changing.
What? That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
Herva ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herva demands her inheritance, but her father warns her the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
What a nice little tale. I'm sure that won't at all affect me in any way.
What's in there? What's in there? What is it? A secret room. There are bars. How do you get in there? How does she get in there?
I'm
Maybe you
very uncomfortable now because I don't have a guide.
There has to be a way. Find
So-
a way. There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close.
Now I need to actually find my way through, so prepare for an hour of me going to different directions and getting lost. I mean, I can only assume I need to just follow the voice. And if it gets louder, that's good. If it gets quiet, that's bad. Okay, I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
You know, the only mythological, like, labyrinth I know of
That voice.
has
It's
me
not
very terrified in this situation. That has red. That doesn't. Guess I'll follow the red. I really don't want to follow the red. I really don't like this. I really, really don't like this.
Dillion wants me to face my fears.
Well, I'm certainly doing something like that.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
You're going nowhere. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Okay, well,
It's done.
You did it, but there's more. Keep going. There's
Well,
more.
I would love to do another one today, but
There's still more.
I'm honestly
It's
going
not
to
going
take
to be easy.
today, the rest of today, after that honestly mentally
It's too much.
challenging thing for me. Because that labyrinth thing, I was so freaking terrified once I didn't have my guide anymore. Like, the moment I didn't have a guide, I'm like, nope, okay, I'm afraid. And I saw the red light, and I'm like, that's gotta be the right way. That has to be it. As much as I did not want it to be, but it was. But I'll try to be back tomorrow, hopefully a little earlier, considering I'm not gonna have to do laundry again. I mean, unless I want to redo my beds, my beddings, which I kind of want to do. Honestly, I probably should just do that, like, now. I got time. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, all that nonsense, whatever. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.